Everything seems overwhelming when you're cramming things into your little head. When you write it down, it don't seem as bad. Thank you. Thank you for 50 subscribers. This has been a joyous of a milestone to have 50 people tuning in to see what's going on in my world. I want to thank you first and foremost. This is an interesting journey that I'm taking with doing the YouTube thing, uh, clocking in the milestones and all that other good stuff. But, you know, I think it's for good reason that the way that I'm doing this, it's working. It may not be working as fast as far as of like trying to get thousands and thousands of views, but I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 sheep. You know what I mean? So, with that understanding, let's get right into it. We are coming up on the full 3 months, according to my new job, that it's about to be 90 days as of tomorrow. And I've been getting nothing but good praises. And I've did great my first month. First month sold 75,000 for the company. That gave me an indicator of like, if I can do it for them with a system that's already laid out, just imagine what I can do for myself. So the thing that I'm missing here is a system. Missing the structure of what a business needs. Now, I have things in place. And I don't know. At times, I feel like I'm one of those individuals that at times that it would be nice to have someone to check your work. You know what I mean? I know where we've all felt like that at some point where we are confident in what we do, but it's still nice to just have somebody who's more experienced than you to see if you really on point. Because it's like, how can you know if you're too busy, cooped up in the office, cooped up in your room, trying to work, but you're not putting it out for the people to see and get the reflections, the type that is actually going to help you grow, not the ones like, oh, I like it, oh, I don't like it. Like, tell me why you didn't like it. Tell me why you did like it. What made this one stand out from the last one that I made? What if I made the same thing and it may have some slight changes? Like, what do you like about the other one? What do you don't like about the other one versus this one? So that's helpful. So if you ever find yourself wanting to share your opinion, the door is open. You can share your opinion. Yeah, you can share your thoughts. And just know that this is a safe space for us to grow and for us to help each other. Because I have a lot of information that I would like to share, but it depends on what information is given to me so I can help you solve the problem. Because I do plan on having a life coach, a consulting firm to help individuals up their game within their financial standpoint without having to think about the insurance thing. Just strategizing, making better decisions and stuff. And I'll give a complete disclaimer is that I'm not perfect. I try to make the best decisions possible, and I'll always strive to do more and learn from anybody because you can learn from anybody that's older or younger than you. Always remember that because a lot of people think that they're so good at what they do, they don't need to learn from anybody. And some of them feel like they only need to learn from just a certain group of people. That's where they go wrong. That's where they get stuck. And then once they had all this success and all this achievement and all that stuff, they still feel miserable. I feel great. Even though with all the things that are trying to tumble down into my life, I still feel great. And I'm glad that I can share that with y'all, because this is those moments where you feel you're in your darkest ages, you're in your darkest stages. Um, you feel like the world is crumbling down on you. You feel like everything is just pissing you the fuck off, and you're just fed up. You fed up with everything and everybody. You just want to disconnect, be emotionally absent. You have all these different feelings running through you, and you just don't know which one you really want to sit with. But remember this, that I mentioned this before. Sometimes we have to really sit with our emotions. We have to sit in silence. We have to be okay with doing that. Doing that will open up the door. It would open up the door for your feelings to come in. They're going to sit down on the couch with you, and you're going to sit quiet, enjoy the silence, and listen to the voices that are speaking into your head. Don't fight them. Don't fight any of them. Just listen to them and see what they say. Because they're going to tell you some secrets. They're going to tell you some gems that none of your friends are going to tell you. None of your parents is going to tell you. Your favorite uncle, auntie, cousin, your best friend, whoever, they're not going to tell you, because no one's going to take care of you better than you. No one knows you better than you. Always remember that too. Once you have that understanding, you are going to be way better than good. You're going to be fantastic. You're going to feel like life is grand. You're going to be speaking that vocabulary. Life is grand. Well, doesn't that just sound good? Like, life is grand. Like, you can't even frown when you say that. Like, life is grand. It's like, grand? It don't even sound right. You have to say it properly. Life is grand. And it makes you smile. It's it's like this thing I learned in sales too. And when people are asking you questions, instead of saying yes, you can say yes. You can sound irritated. But one thing that um you can't downplay is saying absolutely. It's like, just try it. Absolutely. That just sounds confident. Absolutely. That's upbeat, confident, and happy to be there. You can't beat it. So I started using that a lot more too. That's been helping. Another thing that we both can learn today is forcing your smile. Even when you're in times of you feel pissed off, you're not really having the best day, but you don't want to take it out on the next person. Just step away for a second before you make contact. Look in the mirror, look at yourself, and smile. Just force that smile. Because when you force the smile, you're telling your mind, like, no, I understand that we may be mad about this certain thing, but time is up on that. The jig is up. Now you start playing the game of taking concepts from other places and purposely make them transferable to where they work in your favor. So, for an example, you work a 9 to 5, right? Okay. You get 2 10-minute breaks a day, 5 days a week. You get 2 10-minute breaks at least. So with that, if you're at home, if you're out and about and you're not at work, you know you are your biggest asset, right? Treat it as if you just hired yourself, and you have to uphold an image to your company, which is your name. All you have is your name and your word. I ain't gonna say the other part, but if you know Scarface, then you know where I'm coming from. When you have that and you repurpose your mindset to think about that, you start coming a lot more correct when you come in contact with other people. You are showing no weaknesses to other people. You showing you on 10 every time you step out that door. Every time that you interact with the next person, you are on 10, and they're gonna be like, damn, like, what makes him so upbeat? What makes her so upbeat? Like, why are they so happy? Why are they so energetic? Well, why do they have energy? Like, it makes people ask why. And when people ask why, you stay relevant. People want to know what's your secret. And the best part is that you don't tell them. Don't tell them. If you gotta tell somebody something, just say I just smile. I just smile. I was having a shitty ass day, but then I realized I had to remind myself about this. There's somebody out there that's fighting for their fucking life right now. Perk up. Enjoy what's in front of you. I came home and I'm only thinking about everything that's crammed in my head on things that need to be taken care of, and just I kept getting rejection after rejection after rejection for everything that I put out into the world. And I'm just like, damn, they ain't cutting me nothing right now. I'm not getting no action, no motion. And it made me tired. It made me stressed out. But when I came home, I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm putting my phones upstairs. I'm gonna go right back downstairs. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna make me something to eat. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat. And that was it. And as I'm eating, I'm thinking to myself, like, there's somebody out there that's fighting for their life. There's somebody out there that has a way worse day than I do. It could be a lot worse, bro. I have to really remind myself about that. And there are days where I don't even want to think about none of that. So it's okay to just feel that you don't want to think about, the solutions that I'm giving you. Because I'm like that. There are times where I just don't want to think about none of that shit. I just want to indulge in junk food and just eat away all of my feelings, all the shit that's going through my world. I just want to eat sweets. Eat sweets, eat junk. But now I'm dealing with the aftermath and I'm starting to see it in places that I don't want to see, and it's fucking me up. Like, it's fucking me up mentally and it's fucking me up physically as well. And I'm not working out as much as I was before. Earlier this year, before I started my new job, I allowed the job to take over um, other parts of my life that was helping me stay sane. And it had to remind me that you have to do something that's active. You have to do something that helps nourishes the brain. You have to eat more clean than you eat bad. Not saying that you gotta completely just stop eating bad. There are so many alternatives. There's so many things that you can do to set yourself up for success when it comes to consumption. Because it's 20% consumption. No, I take that back. Well, yeah, it's 20% consumption, 80% activity. I have not been eating in the 20% column. I've been eating in the 80% column, and I've been fucking that up. I'm surprised that I don't got no big ass beer belly right now. But I digress. So the point that I'm making here is that when you have everything crammed into your brain, everything will seem super overwhelming. Everything will feel like that the world is coming down on you and you feel like no one's on your side. You feel like you're really all alone. Until you pick up a piece of paper and you pick up a pen or a pencil, whatever you want to use. Fuck it, use a Sharpie. And write down all of the things that you got to do. All of the things that's in your head. It's like you're just doing this. You just taking them out. One by one. Taking them out. Put it on paper. And then you figure out what has your most priority. What is in your way that you feel that you need to take care of and that you can take care of like right now. And you just pick and choose. Because the one thing that I definitely have to work on is my prioritization skills. I really need to work on that. I feel like I've done a good job getting to where I'm at right now, but it can be so much more better. Because with everything that I'm trying to do with my life, what I'm trying to do for y'all, what I'm trying to do for this ecosystem, for Splash Ice and everything, I need to up my game when it comes to prioritization skills, um, systematizing, automation, learning how to use AI for, just to be my workhorse. I need to learn how to do that stuff. I really need to get around people that are already doing that. But the only way that's going to work is that if I take those risks and to take those sacrifices, no matter how much that I'm trying to save, that I'm trying to reach my financial goal, instead of trying to reach that goal by trying to get into another job, I should be trying to use the little free time that I have to try to sign up um, for events and networking spaces, or just being in the environment of other people that are probably doing the same thing. I gotta put myself in that position. There's no more excuses. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm still not giving up. I'm not giving up on my plan A. Plan A is still in full effect. I got some new stuff too. I'll show you pretty soon, um, on the Splashlights page, and we gonna get it popping. But at the same time, I gotta stay focused to what's in front of me right now. So I got like 4 things on my list that was cramming my head, and those 4 things felt like 500. Now that I put it on paper, I'm like, oh, that's all I gotta do? All right, let me just pick one and just work on one at a time. And that's another thing too. Work on one at a time. They keep telling us that being uh being a multitasker is like the holy grail being successful. Part of it, when it's really not. You're supposed to focus on one thing to the best of your ability, so you can figure out what is your highest output, what is your highest rank in that space when it comes to putting your all into something and not getting distracted. That's another thing too. Taking away your devices and putting them somewhere that's way out of reach. Take away all of the distraction. Don't add anything else. Don't add all these extra apps and these little gadgets that you find on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Put all that shit down, because all it is just an excuse to spend more money and an excuse to not get what's really important done. So take it how you will, man. Just know that I'm here for you. You here for me. We're here for each other. Let's connect. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any ideas or inspiration on what you would like for me to talk about next, I would love to keep that going. Help me get inspired so I could really start catering this page to those who really want to tune in all the way through, that want to watch the entire thing, and actually learn something from it, and maybe share it with a friend. Share it with a friend that you feel that can benefit from this. Because at the end of the day, how I see it is that I'm just talking to my partner. I'm just talking to my friend, letting you know what's going on in the world, from my perspective, sharing a lot of my experiences and turning them into lessons that can save you a bunch of time, a bunch of energy, a bunch of mental breakdowns, and save you a lot of money. That's what I'm here for. Because it's only gonna be to a point to where I'm gonna start charging motherfuckers. So just be on the lookout for that. But for those who are stuck around, that's subscribed to me, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. This page is going to grow into something beautiful. I can sense it. I just have to stay consistent and just keep showing up. It may not be every single week, which I hoped it was, but I gotta kick reality and be realistic with myself. I gotta work on that too. So just want to say I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to smile. Smile in confidence, baby.